All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're live. In Mesquite, Nevada, Final 16, and Diamond in the Desert, Kyle Berkshire headlines the Final 16 along with 2018 World Champion Maurice Allen. Maurice making his comeback here after 3 years off, had 5 broken bones in his hand, in his left hand, and ended up going win-win in his bracket of 16 hitters to make it to the finals. Jacob Gallaudet, Ryan Reisbeck both made the semifinals. Ryan Reisbeck ended up coming in second, and last event here in Mesquite in March. The wind is coming out of the southwest, which means slot number 1 right now. If you can hit a high, slight little cut, you're gonna take up a lot of room left to right. There's a little bit more margin for error on the left side of the grid. So Kyle looked great. Ended up having 600 points or 900 points out of the 1,000 that you could potentially have in a round robin of 5 sets. Live scoring is up. No numbers on the board as of yet. Ben Knudsen ended up getting in as a wild card and ended up beating Jeff Gavin as well. So Kyle Berkshire first on the board at 400 yards, which right now is a good number. Wind's coming out of the west more than it is the southwest. So west is more left to right.
Looks like Jacob had a good ball. It might have been down that left side as well. I think Ben is OB right now. Let's see what these come back as.
But to read off the top 16, we have Kyle Berkshire, Josh Koch, Scottie Pearman, Reid Russell, Colton Casto, Maurice Allen, Joey Belden, Brant DeBoer, Jacob Golliday, Ryan Gregnoll, Sean Johnson, Hunter Noell, Ryan Reisbeck, Taiga, our guy, and Tomohiro. We got 2 guys from Japan that flew over and competing today. Taiga ended up making the final 16 at the World Championships last year on this grid. So right now, Benjamin Knudsen, we're going to get some balls. He's not directly behind the TrackMan, but we'll get some TrackMan numbers as of right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's
This
right
doesn't look like mile per hour either. That's in meters per second. So his club speed is 64. Just kidding. 64 meters per second, which by my calculations has got to be 180 miles per hour.
At least.
Club speed.
At least. Let's see if I can see one of these balls from Ben here.
He's moving it.
I can't.
144.8 miles per hour.
There we go.
His average so far is pretty darn consistent at 144 mile per hour. Missed that one, 195. So right now we have the live scoring up. Didn't have it throughout the broadcast. He flipped the 29 and 92. So Benjamin Knudsen is on the board at 392 yards. Gallaudet and Reisbeck don't have a number as of yet. Galladay's walking off.
Don't know body language looks a little not there.
Kyle Berkshire looks like he's going to take down the set at 418 yards. Ryan Reisbeck, OB Jacob Gallaudet, still doesn't have a number on the board as of yet.
Benjamin Knudsen rebounded, though, with that 392 ball. That was good.
As expected, Maurice, I think he went with the change. I believe he's wearing different clothes. He has to be, right? He is. He's wearing a different outfit. I think he had the same color combo.
Same color combo, just maybe different gear.
Different gear. So we have the 2018 World Champion in slot number 4 going up against Taiga Tazawa, Ryan Gregnoll, and Colton Casto. Kyle Berkshire, 418 yards, take down the first set. Now that we have a group of 16 hitters, 450 points is kind of your target number, like the bubble number that will get you in. Anything over that normally will be, you'll be safe. So 475, 500 points. We normally say 2 wins in a second place, and you're in.
Looks like the wind down the grid is a little bit left to right, quartering width, but on the tee box is straight across. So it'll be interesting here to see Colton and Mr. Gregnoll. We got Taiga. 3 dudes that were in the final 16 last year, plus Maurice Allen. So,
all right, the wind has picked up. It's more left to right. Got Maurice Allen here in slot number 4. We'll be able to get some of his numbers. And if you haven't tuned in, Maurice didn't really have that many expectations coming this day. He just wanted to get on the grid and hit some balls, and he ended up going win-win his last 2 sets in order to get in. He is not directly behind the TrackMan, so we will not be able to get his numbers. We got Will Hogue, Aaron Hoffman.
How you doing? Good to see you guys.
Along with me, Bobby.
Mr. Bobby. How you doing, Mr. Bradley?
I'm good. Good.
Long couple days here for you?
No, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Ryan Gregnoll on the board at 399. Maurice at 210 ball speed right now. That one that was able to get picked up on the track, man.
Taiga's pointing at it. And a fist bump. There we
Taiga
go.
likes it.
I like that, dude.
This is a good group of hitters right here. Colton Casto, Ryan Gregnoll, Taiga Tazawa, and Maurice Allen. And I've said it multiple times. It wouldn't surprise me if Gregnoll gets a win in the next couple events. He's hitting the ball really, really well.
Definitely one of the most powerful hitters we got.
For sure. He's one of 3 guys that have gone 230 mile per hour on track, man.
Taiga's in at, what is that, 383?
Mm-hmm. And mentioned, you have to get directly behind that track, man, in order to get some ball speed numbers. But Maurice, so far, his best ball was right at 210. So, hasn't really lost too much speed. Maurice has always been a guy that's been right around 210, 212 anyways. Really good at flighting a golf ball. And he mentioned that his hand was sore. He hadn't competed in a while. That one looked pretty good for Maurice.
Sounded a little better.
Yeah, right at 209 ball speed. Spin rate 1,600.
Mr. Casto at 404. He's got a big ball out there at 404.
So now this is saying yards. We're gonna switch this. I'm saying, like, there's no way he's sitting at 42 feet in the air. It's 42 yards. So that's about 100 and he's about 128 feet in the air. He didn't hit that as high as he normally does. Last ball was 206. Still waiting on a number from Maurice Allen, but Colton Casto is now on the board at 404. Ryan Gregnoll at 399. Taiga Tazawa at 383. Maurice Allen looking at a number, shaking his head. I don't think he caught a good ball there. Yeah. Right now it's 100 degrees. Southwest winds at 10 miles per hour. It feels like it's a little bit more than that. Maurice Allen, 393 yards. So his 5th ball was in play. So he's going to take down 3rd place in that set. We still haven't picked up the last 2 numbers from Gregnol. Casto, 406 currently.
Gregnoll's last one he looked very unhappy with, so I don't think that's going to be one.
I mean, look at that. Club speed, Maurice Allen, 149 miles per hour.
He's moving it.
Wow.
Smash factor. Smash factor, so it must have been mishitting a little bit.
Yeah, it's a 138 smash. How do I change the height to yards to feet? I mean, I can do the math in my head, but Gregnoll needs some tighter shorts. Come on now. Now.
How about this group? There's a lot of speed on this box right here. I think every one of these guys is 220 plus now.
Oh, they're right around there, but no, Gregnoll's Gregnoll's got some air there at the bottom of the right by the kneecaps. I know Borgmeyer leads in tight pants. It's not even close. So you have Reid Russell in slot number 1 who looked great. Sean Johnson. These guys all are studs. You got 4 really, really good hitters. Sean Johnson has made the final 8, first 2 tour events this year. And Scottie Pearman, the 2021 PLDA regular season player of the year, and Josh Koch, who's won multiple times in PLDA events, battling a little bit of an injury. He's had some thoracic outlet issues, and was his left shoulder was bothering him. But that swing right there looks pretty darn good. Looked great. So Sean Johnson, 386.
Tell by looking at his numbers, are not what they normally are.
Yeah, 144 club speed from Koch, and he's a guy that's, a 150 guy.
150 guy.
I mean, we did an exhibition.
Big ball by Reid right there. The only one I've actually seen today from that side. It was a big ball.
Him and Justin James, Josh Koch did a little, exhibition with 227 a while back. So
another big ball right there. That was a good ball by Mr. Josh Koch right there, right down that left side.
As of right now, Sean Johnson's in the lead, 386. Scottie Pearman, 383. Reid Russell, 425 yards, is taking the lead.
Yeah, that was a big ball down that left side. That was huge.
For people that are tuning in for the first time, you got guys like Reid Russell and Colton Casto that are very similar hitters. Their focus needs to be more on accuracy because they're plenty fast enough and they hit it plenty high enough. And it's like I said, Kyle's looked phenomenal. He's looked great. I don't know, the last 3 years. So 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like he's on cruise control, and making it look really, really easy against the best hitters on the planet. Reid Russell still in the lead at 425. Sean Johnson 386. Josh Koch now takes second place at 389.
No, moved up to
Numbers are
400.
bumping up.
He yelled at his fourth ball too. I don't know what that is.
Josh Koch 400. Sean Johnson 399. Scottie Pearman 383. Reid Russell put up another 400-yard drive at 412. This is a lot easier giving statistics when the numbers are popping up.
Josh just went psycho mode right now.
All right, so you don't see the numbers from Josh because he actually moved his own TrackMan over, so we're not picking up the data from Josh as of right now. But his swing right now looks significantly different than it did
Yes, it does.
about 4 hours ago. He
Much
looked
looser.
hurt. Yeah, he looked hurt, and
Looks like
now
he's starting to loosen up a
he
little,
freed
right?
up. Definitely freed up there.
There we go.
And we mentioned, slot 4 seems to be the best slot as of right now, and it doesn't really make that much sense just because we have a southwest wind. The wind is, I think it benefit slot 1 more than anything, but we're seeing the biggest numbers in slot 4. And I say that, Reid Russell goes 425 in slot 1. It only makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But we saw, it was for several sets that slot 4 had the biggest numbers. But right now, it's left to right winds. You look at the Mesa, left to right,
Left to
down the
right.
grid, left to right. Slot 1 is a huge advantage. So Josh Koch yells at the 390. Only can guess that he pulled it a little left and fought
400.
that wind. So Koch is at 400. So that set, it's a nice set there. Reid Russell ended up taking it at 425 yards.
That was a big ball too. It was a high ball down that left side. It literally it started over the tents out there where the workers are at and just came right back in play. It was a good ball.
All right, so we got Brant DeBoer, who looked phenomenal, ended up winning his set.
Joey Belden, pro debut.
Yep.
Top 16.
Yep.
Good job.
Good hitter, too. Tomohiro in slot number 3 and Hunter Noell. A lot of swings the last couple of days for Hunter. Looks tough, though. Hits a nice high ball.
And that's it just looks like it's going OB though. If he could put that ball in play, that was definitely one of those high balls.
So that was a miss at 204 from Hunter Noell, 143 mile per hour. So, that right there, 143 can produce 214, 215. It was 143.5, so that was a miss at 142 smash. And right now we're looking at height. We feel like the ideal ball flight is going to be 170 to probably 200, 210. If you're looking at guys like Colton Casto and Reid Russell, they're going to be guys that could hit it 200 to 210 feet in the air. But
Absolutely.
I feel like 170, 180, 190 is optimal.
Yeah, I can see 180 being a really good apex for this.
I like how Rocco is tuning in right now from the hospital in Las Vegas.
I'll be right for Mr. Hunter Noel. Two to the left, one to the right.
No numbers on the board as of right now besides Joey Belden at 372. We'll take a peek at Brant DeBoer. Really getting his hands set at the top. Looks pretty good.
Didn't seem
He
happy
may-
with that result.
Did he just pull at his right hamstring?
Maybe a slap. The old thigh
Oh,
slapper.
nope. I don't know. It looks like there's a limp there. Brant DeBoer is limping right now.
Yeah. I do believe that's his left leg.
That's
though.
well. He grabbed his right hamstring and now he's limping with his left. So you're the doctor. You just had a Dr. Phil moment where he talked about AFib for about 4 minutes that I don't think any doctor on the planet could explain it any better than you did. Still, really no marks on the board. We have two guys tied at 379. Tomohiro is at 379.
I will
Joey
say
Belden at 79.
The crosswind has really picked up. It might
Big time.
make accuracy a little bit more of a problem.
Yep.
So looks like we have, 2 379s out there right now?
Yep. I don't know.
You're
Well,
right. He is grabbing that right hamstring.
Yep.
But he's limping with his left leg. I don't know what's going on there. It's kind of odd.
yeah, he looks extremely uncomfortable right now. We're talking about Brant DeBoer.
I think Hunter Noel just went OB.
Hunter's hit a lot of balls. A lot of
I think
balls.
Brant might have too.
If there is a tie, there is a 6-inch rule, but if there is a tie in this type of format, they're going to split the points. So 200 points for first place, 100 points for second. Both guys will tie. They'll get 150 points apiece. That would be Joey Belden and Tomohiro, but it doesn't look like Brant. Brant did get a number on the board, so Brant's going to get 50 points right now. So he ended up getting his third ball in play.
You know, it's better than. I mean, it sounds trivial, but that 50 points can make a big difference.
Huge difference.
On the grid, that's
Yep.
And
That's
with
a
how he
win.
was hitting the ball earlier, he could just catch fire again. He was hitting the ball pretty well earlier too.
We always say 2 whims in a second normally is good to get in, especially in 16 hitters. 8, they take 8 guys.
So hopefully that injury won't be too bad, and he can end up.
He looks like he's really struggling right now.
Jacob Gallaudet, honestly.
Yep. No, Gallaudet saying that wind is swirling right now.
It is swirling, but his hair is flowing, so he's got a really good chance in this set.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let go.
So Jacob Gallaudet ended up going OB in his first set, along with Ryan Reisbeck, 2 guys that made the semifinals on this grid in March.
I want that polo. I like that polo he's wearing. Timeless polo.
It's a timeless classic. If you guys have any questions, tune on in. If you have any medical questions, you can ask as well. Will has the answer. For sure.
Maybe.
Don't you lie to us live on television. All right. The yardages have changed. Like I said, they are estimates. Tomohiro ends up taking the set at 380 yards. Joey Belden takes second place at 379. Brant DeBoer 346. And no numbers on the board for Hunter Noell.
Just because he was grooving it, that's a little surprising.
Yeah. He goes back to back here. He said he hit yesterday. I'm guessing he didn't have to hit in a local. Maybe he hit a local just to get loose. But the way they have
I think he had to hit it.
The way they have it now is if you qualify in a local, you're automatically in the regional. You can go to any regional in the country. So I'm not necessarily sure if he hit in the local, but he might have just to get some grid time.
Yeah.
But Hunter Noell definitely has a lot of swings under his belt as of right now. And this is a long day. 13 sets to win.
2 speed demons on the end over there in 1 and 2, and then 210, 212, 214.
Colton's getting in a nice rhythm. Really is. He had 1 OB set, but then after that, he looked phenomenal. So we got Jacob Gallaudet here in slot number 4. First ball at 206. Height 103, a little too low. And Jacob's going to, for him, I think a good ball flight is right around 150 feet in the air. He doesn't hit it necessarily
He's
high, but he
definitely
hits.
one of the ball strikers for sure.
It's a
Right
great
center
penetrating
for
ball
him
flight.
right there as well. That's ball number 2 in the grid, I believe.
Still a little bit of a miss hit for Jacob. 202 mile per hour, 150 feet in the air. Spin rate a little high, 28.97. He's gonna want to get that down just a smidgen. Downwind 2,500 is not too bad. I know a lot of times we want to be 15, 16, 1,700. But downwind, spin a little bit more. Let that ball stay in the air a little bit longer. Flatten out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Still 202. Jacob Golliday. He hasn't center punched one as of yet.
No. Seems like he's just sliding underneath it just a little bit. If he releases that, it's going to be a good situation, I believe.
Wind's died down a tad, and it's more downwind right now. You might see a 380, 390. You might even see a 400 pop
That
up.
looks like a pretty good. Wow.
Good
Golliday.
swing, just falling out to the right there. Good swing, though, but it's just falling out to the right.
Miss it. 190, 198. So
He's not picking it up. Not picking it up.
So right now, Colton Casto's in the lead at 395. Hunter Noell at 393. Jacob Golliday at 379. No numbers for John Johnson as of yet. Jesus got the hands to set right there. It looks like it's flirting down the left.
Yeah,
Down the right side right there. It is flirting down the right side.
Higher when we're having that firmware issue that TrackMan's been having lately. Those numbers are actually a little higher than what they're reading because those balls are going pretty far. They look like they're hit well. They don't look like they're hit.
If he hits the center of the face there, I mean, and like I said, if he's not directly behind the TrackMan, they're not going to get the club
That's what I'm
speed
saying.
numbers.
I wonder if it's just giving us a little bit of a misread.
His spin was 1,800 and 154 feet in the air. So, like, I like the height for Jacob. And right now, let's get back to if John Johnson's yelling at this, I feel very strongly that 395 is not it can be
I don't
beaten.
know.
With the wind, look at the wind. Straight down wind the last 15 seconds.
Oh, my.
Hunter Noell yelling at his ball as well.
Begging for it to stay. It's hanging that right line.
So within like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, if you hit a good ball, the last ball 5 and ball 6, you're going to hit it 15 yards farther. Hunter Noell's ball didn't stay in play. Still waiting on the last numbers from Colton Casto, Sean Johnson, and Jacob Gallaudet.
402 for Mr. Colton.
Colton 402.
Good ball. Not so many times I see Colton do a club twirl. He does a hard recoil, and he says, ooh, and that's about it. He never club twirls. He club twirled on that last ball.
Still waiting on the last ball from Sean Johnson. He liked it. Big gust of wind here, but the gust is coming from the south, which means this is straight downwind. And if Reid Russell hits a ball in the center of the club face, I'm going to say you're going to see your first 430 ball here. I do believe it.
Especially with this wind, I can definitely see that.
The wind has shifted in the last minute and a half, just straight downwind.
So Colton Casto is going to take that one down.
Yep. Sean Jadson took third, and Jacob took fourth. Hunter Noell ended up coming in second in that at 393. So Colton Casto with 2 wins. He's at 400 points.
Another win can do him a lot of good. Or even in a second, he'd be sitting rather comfortable.
We got some questions going on right now. Reisbeck still in. Went OB his first set. Still has 4 more sets to go. This grid, Ryan has done extremely well on. Finished runner-up to Kyle in March. So we're getting some questions. Martin had a couple good sets, but unfortunately, the way we had it set up, the first round, like the round robins, there was 3 groups. They took the top 5 out of 16, so it's not like this structure right now where they're taking 8 guys out of the 16 into the next round. So there's a lot of a premium on hitting a lot of balls in play. Martin had a couple sets where he didn't hit them in play. But right now we have Ryan Gregnoll in slot number 1, Reid Russell in 2, Benjamin Knudsen in slot number 3, and Tomohiro Toyonago in slot 4.
He is definitely crushing in slot 4. He's 2 for 2 right now.
Tomohiro ended up qualifying for the World Championships yesterday. The longest ball of the day at 400 yards.
Wind really gusting down right now.
Yep, Reid Russell, 410.
Another good ball.
Gregnoll looks awesome. He really does.
Gregnoll just pumped one.
No, his base looks so solid. Gets his hands to set real well at the top and just rips. And he hits it straight. Tomohiro at 405 with a 404 and a 405.
Yeah, ball 1 and ball 2 looked rather well.
Interesting to see with Gregnoll's numbers, where I really like Gregnoll, the way just the entire sequence of his swing.
Very stable.
Yep, that looked really good. When OB? Oh, wow. That's the problem. We're sitting on the sidelines right now. We're looking face on instead of down the barrel.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, no, it was a 389.
Reid Russell put a ball down the right side over there on that right line. If this stays in, that was a pretty high ball as well. 417 he went up to. That was a good number. Another good ball right here in lane 4, man. This guy is on fire.
Tomohiro looking good in slot number 4.
4 out of 6 right there. He put right down middle lane right there. $389 for Mr. Gregnoll. He can definitely do better than that. He just needs to put a ball in the air.
It hasn't really hit his shot into the grid yet.
Not too many times Ben looks at a ball like that. Hopefully that's a good ball for him as well. I think he could definitely improve on that 73 number.
Waiting on every guy's last ball. Reid Russell is confirmed at 417 yards. Tomohiro really liked his last ball. And we're looking at, Tomohiro yelled at the last ball, but it was 204. Height was 152 feet in the air with a 142 smash, so it wasn't so much of a center punch. Spin rate was 2,400. That's something that Kyle Berkshire wanted to be around, 2,500.
is a great spin rate, especially for this ball. Now you spin it too much more than that, and it's gonna rise on you. But if you spin it too much less, it's gonna drop out of the sky.
389 for Mr. Gregnoll, 373 for Mr. Knudsen.
So wait on last ball, 374. Yeah, like I mean, he yelled at it, but that was a miss hit. All right, so Reid Russell ends up winning that set. Tomohiro comes in second. Gregnoll ended up taking it third in that set.
Which is pretty surprising with all the horsepower he's got. He must not have hit a good ball in that round.
Probably hit it too low, if I had to guess.
Good ball by Brant right there. High ball right down the center. That's a ball in play. Couldn't see Maurice's right there.
All right, Scottie Pearman, 206 ball speed. Spin rate 1716, height 155. No, he didn't like it. So this is nice to have. We have the statistics from the guys. Team Gallaudet, Scottie Pearman, purple for preemies. His son Xander, premature baby, and now he's a healthy stud. That's why Scottie rocks the purple. And he was the 2021 Player of the Year, PLDA, regular season Player of the Year. Ended up winning out in Connecticut. And he's a two-time amateur world champion. Guy's a stud. And he's done really well in slot number 4.
That's a good ball by Maurice right there.
Pearman currently in the lead at 376 yards. No numbers for Brant DeBoer. Ryan Reisbeck at 373. And we've seen the numbers drop just a little bit.
Wind's more crosswind now.
And the last minute and a half, the wind has shifted. So we talk about the wind swirling here in Mesquite. It does it all the time. And that's why this structure is the best. When you have 4 guys on a tee, you don't have to worry about who's sitting in front of you or behind you. It's just the guys on the tee box, and you take those numbers because the wind is a huge factor. We saw it earlier today where a 340 ball was a decent ball. The wind picked up the last 45 seconds, and 377 ended up winning the set by like 40 yards. So you got to hit a lot of balls in play because the wind is a factor. All the guys are pretty much log jammed at 373 Ryan Reisbeck, Brant DeBoer 373, Scottie Pearman 376. Maurice Allen still doesn't have 3 or 4 numbers on the board as of right now.
I think ball 3 was a good ball. We'll see what that comes back at. And 4.
Brant DeBoer does improve, 379. Justin James did not compete this week.
So
we'll see what Maurice's numbers come back like. They hadn't really posted a whole lot up there for him.
I don't know if we got a delay in.
So, just going based off of the conditions that Maurice sent in was very similar. He had a 393. Reisbeck just improves to 391. Still waiting on the numbers in slot number 3. We did have issues back in Hope Sound. The iPads did get hot and overheated. So the only one that's, 2 have been confirmed now. Ryan Reisbeck is currently in the lead at 391 yards. Scottie Pearman is at 376. Brant DeBoer at 379.
If I were a betting man, I'm betting that 391 is going to hold.
You're wrong. 392 is now the winner because Ryan went up another yard.
Well,
but yeah, no, Ryan ended up improving.
Like my wife.
She must be a good human being.
Tell ya.
She is. She is.
All right, so Maurice Allen, you were right. Ball number 3 ended up going 395 yards. So Maurice Allen ends up taking the set at 395. Ryan Reisbeck at 392. Brant DeBoer 379, and Scottie Pearman 376.
It just cleared the mesa by, it looked like from our angle, that 20-foot zone where just you see enough of the ball and it right down that left side, which you said that it can get hot every once in a while. That left and right sides can get hot.
So Maurice wants to hit one of those pretty good.
So that last ball from Scottie Pearman was right at 214 miles per hour. Spin rates look good too, 1894. Height was 152. But he hit 90-yard draw.
Well, that's a little too
271 feet
That is amazing.
left.
Wow.
So that was a good hook. That was a good dog leg left.
That's a big dog leg left right there.
All right, so we got Taiga, our guy.
I love Taiga.
207 first ball. 105, not high enough.
He's
Got to
got
get
more
that
than
ball in the air.
He's got more than that. This is a good group right here.
Yep, got Kyle Berkshire in slot number 2. Josh Koch, slot number 3. Looked a lot better his first set. Koch looks good. Say, might have figured it out.
He looks normal.
It might have been the Panda Express we ate. You know,
Never know.
Could
Never
have been
know.
it. On what's in that Panda Express.
I do like Panda Express, so.
Yeah.
From Panda
All right.
Express to In-N-Out, those are the meals.
And at Kyle right now, you're really seeing him being just extremely efficient, taking his time, hitting a good ball in play right away. He's got a number on the board at 391, which is a great number right now because the wind is now stronger than it was last
a little
group.
back
It's
into it a
almost
little
into the
bit.
face, and I think we're going to lose the tent. Thank God Aaron Hoffman.
I mean, honestly,
6 ACL tears and a meniscus.
I was that quick. That's the reason why I put 4 balls out of 30 balls in play.
Kyle Berkshire's improved at 402. Taiga 210
Oh, shit. Let me just
ball
get
speed.
right.
Not getting much of a reaction from Mr. Koch there.
No.
But he does have one in at 384.
We're waiting on a number from Tomohiro or Taiga. Taiga's at he's not hitting it high enough as of right now. His height is 88 feet, so we got to start putting him in the air here. Looks like Koch likes that fourth ball he just hit. Kyle's starting to step on the gas. He looks good.
Good ball
So,
for Mr. Koch right down there. It's going to be started left center, cutting
Tiger
straight to
sitting
the
at
middle.
360.
Yeah, he hasn't center punch one as of yet.
Oh, he hit
All right.
that one.
That's a
Yep.
big ball, right side. That is a high ball.
All right, 211 ball speed. Waiting on the numbers here. 149 feet in the air,
Got up there.
2,700. Curious, there wasn't much movement, but it was still a cut. It was a 20-yard cut. 21.4 yards of
A
cut.
20-yard cut should play fine in this wind, I would think.
Depends on where he started. The thing about being in slot number 4 is if you hit a cut, you started off left, you're instantly fighting the wind and bringing it back in.
A lot of real
So
estate.
That's a lot of real estate. I mean, Will is the master of the cut.
You have a famous video on YouTube saying, "Can a cut beat a draw?" Here we go.
That was one of the biggest ones on
Dude.
TikTok. It got like 10
I mean,
million views.
honestly.
Yeah.
It did.
And you did. Was it with ball one?
Yeah,
Ball
it
one?
Ball one. Yeah,
Oh
it sure
my
was.
goodness.
All right, so Kyle Berkshire ends up taking the set at 402. Josh Koch at 388, and Taiga ended up going 381. It was his best ball, but like I said, he too much real estate left to right. The good thing about having the TrackMan here, I don't, necessarily the height's okay. We said we'd like to see it. I'd like to see it like 170, 180, and the spin rate down just a little bit. We'll have Kyle Berkshire in slot number 4 here sooner than later, and we'll see numbers. Curious to see what Reid Russell's height is on his ball. Colton, I'm pretty sure they're going to be 180 to 200 feet.
I'll be curious to see the ball speeds off of Berkshire and Russell also. It seems
Yeah.
like people's ball speeds are a little bit down right now. I'll be
Yeah.
interested to see if theirs are also.
But Kyle with the range balls was just sitting at smoothing at 220, 221, 222.
Guys just built different.
He's unbelievable. He's efficient, and he's fast. All right, so we have Jacob Gallaudet, Maurice Allen, Reid Russell, and Joey Belden in this set. So, after 2 full sets, Reid Russell, Kyle Berkshire, Colton Casto are tied for first. Tomohiro at 300 points. Maurice Allen at 250. Josh Koch at 200. Ryan Gregnoll in 7th. And Benjamin Knudsen in 8th at 125 points. So we'll say it for probably the 50th time today. 450 is the bubble when you have 16 hitters taking 8 spots. But we're live in Mesquite, Nevada, the Diamond in the Desert Classic. 2018 World Champion Maurice Allen in slot number 2 ended up going win-win in the round robin. They had 46 hitters that showed up today, and Maurice went win-win to get into the final 16. It's the first time we've seen him since 2019.
Good ball from Mr. Russell. Might have been a little too much spin right there, but it was down that left side. Let's see if it holds on there.
Reid Russell in the lead right now, currently at 399 yards.
Oh, we lost our shot clock.
The shot clock just took a dive. Ryan Reisbeck's son had one job. He had one job, kid. Just kidding, Cash. He's a good kid. Phenomenal. Proud of him. Gallaudet at 382.
Reed's sitting in there at 399.
Yep.
Maurice likes that one.
Looks like Joey's going OB right. A little too much spin right there. .387 for Mr. Joey Belden right there. That's a good ball. Maurice went OB left right there.
Curious to see if that second ball stayed in for Maurice because he liked it. Just don't know if that one stayed in or not. Still waiting on a number here. So currently right now, Reid Russell's in the lead at 399 yards. Joey Belden at 387. Jacob Golliday at 382. And no numbers on the board for Maurice Allen. Shaking his left hand.
I'll be right there. I'll be right for Mr. Belden as well.
But we're looking at the numbers from Mr. Belden. He still hasn't center punched one as of yet. He's sitting right around 200 miles per hour, 202, 203. And he's hitting it significantly lower than most of the guys. He's 110 feet in the air.
Yeah,
Spin rates aren't that bad.
Gonna have to get the ball up though.
Still working on a number here for Maurice.
That's a good ball.
That was his best ball from Belden. Right at 207, 207 mile per hour. Interested to see his height. 156 feet in the air. Okay, I'm liking that.
All right,
A little bit closer.
Much better. Spin rate 2,800. But right now in slot number 4, the average ball speed has been 204. Average spin rate 2434. Average height 144 feet in the air. So the ball speed has been significantly down. I say it looks like there's been a lot. So right now, Maurice Allen is at 385 yards. It still has 3 more numbers on the board. Still waiting on the last ball from Joey Belden to come back. But as of right now, he's guaranteed second place. Could take the lead here. Ended up hitting at 379 yards. So Reid Russell, 399. Win for Reid. He's in 600. You'll see him in the final 8. Kyle Berkshire at 400 points. So Berkshire and Colton haven't lost the first 2 sets. Reid Russell's won all 3, so you'll see him in the finals.
Reid has been on fire.
Yes, he has.
Honestly. Yeah. I mean, he might have had 1 or 2 bad weekends since he started his career, but he has been on a steady climb to the top.
Yeah, Reid definitely tons of horsepower. I'll be interested to see Sean's ball speeds here because he's got a ton of horsepower also. There we go. Now it's moving.
So we got Taiga in slot number 1, Benjamin Knudsen in 2, Brant DeBoer.
217 now.
Yeah, Sean Johnson's a stud. This is his 3rd tour event this year, and I say he made the final 8.
Did hit it 60 yards left of his target there.
Yeah. We'll just say it was a 60-yard draw. Controlled draw.
You did say a little, oh yeah, there.
Another 217. So he's bumping up the club speed and ball speed for everybody on the averages over on this side. 122 feet in. And the one thing I said, if we're going to nitpick with Sean is like, needs to hit a little higher. I know that he hits a nice flat ball flight, which was great for March, but today he needs to hit it slightly higher.
Okay, so when you're trying to do something like that, are you going
really tried to move it there?
Are you going for an approach? Are you trying to tilt your shoulders more, or are you just going to go for a degree change? Are you going to just lift up?
I never really try to change your swing. You know, I said that's why there's those cogs have 12 different settings. You know, make some modifications. You know, make a change maybe in a shaft setup, but I really wouldn't change your swing per se. You know, maybe your foot alignment, but I mean, Sean got up to 170 feet in the air. He got a. Curious to see ball number 3. His statistics were really, really good. 405.
I think that's what I heard. 405.
405 from Sean Johnson in slot number 3. Like those were the best numbers that we've seen so far. In slot number 4. Ball number 3.
Yeah. Ball number 2. It was.
You
Ball
like
number
that
2.
And you talk about consistency. His club speed has been 150 every single swing, and he's been 216 or 217. Spin rate was a little high there at 2,900. Still a lot of movement. 30
Speeds can take you to the distance.
curve. Look at that.
Yeah.
A lot of side spin there.
That's
Almost
35.
35 yards or so. Or 45 yards.
425 from Mr. Brant DeBoer. Wow, what a ball right there.
He hits it high. Look, he said when you see a 425 pop right away, the first thing you do is look at the signs. The signs are blowing straight downwind, and that was in the last 30 seconds. So Brant DeBoer making the most out of the wind conditions.
Sean Johnson with the 421 as well. That's a good number as well. Once again, one of the last 3 balls, right?
Yep. So we're going to see some big numbers now. If the wind stays the way it is right now, you're going to see the longest balls of the day. It's hot. And we are straight down the grid right now as far as the wind goes. Brant DeBoer ends up taking that set at 425. Sean Johnson, 421. Benjamin Knudsen at 402. And Taiga at 388.
Wow. And Brant with a little bit of an injury to come out here and hit a big ball like that. That's good.
Yeah, it is. It's good to see.
So when you get injured like that, do you think that you just lock into just a different zone of focus? In that moment, you talk about your broken ankle earlier. Do you just ultimately go to just a trust factor with your hands of just knowing that your hands have done the work? So
I think it just depends on how bad the injury is, how much it's hurting you per each swing. I think a lot of times you literally start looking at it as like, okay, you focus one swing at a time, and in some ways that'll make people better.
Right.
Because they stop looking at what's coming down the road and they start focusing on that one swing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It can actually settle people down.
All right, we got a lot of horsepower in this group, and 4 guys that hit the ball extremely high. Scottie Pearman, Hunter Noell, Kyle Berkshire, and Ryan Gregnoll. We're going to see numbers here from Gregnoll.
Kyle liked that ball. That was a big ball right down the main line.
Kyle has been flawless. At first ball of every set so far, he's put up a nice solid number. He is so in control right now. Gregnoll, great number is what we're looking for. 217 ball, 2,500 spin, 136 in height. Not much movement in his golf ball. A little left to right, but that's going to happen because it is a southwest wind with the south to north grid, so there might be a little bit of left to right movement.
419 for Kyle. Good ball there.
Yeah,
Hunter
Kyle does
Noell.
have a nice ball in.
Hunter Noell at 405. Berkshire at 419. Gregnoll 219.8 on that last ball.
It's moving it. That's moving it right now. OB left for Berkshire right there. OB left.
Hunter Noell at 410 now, improving.
I mean, that kid's
Gregnoll
good.
shortened up that backswing a
Yes,
little
he
bit on
has.
that last one. He shortened that one up a little bit. Still 219 ball speed. 91 feet in height.
Be interested to get that first number back from Gregnoll, because I think it'll be pretty
A
big.
big ball by Kyle. That was probably 10 feet higher than his.
If that's the case, that's going to be the longest ball of the day. Look at the wind. Look at the flags. If that's a good ball from Kyle, he's going to put up 430.
Big ball by Gregnoll down the right side. If that stays in as well, we're going to have a little duel going right here.
All right. Swinging out left.
Scottie
218.
Pearman also sitting out there at 415.
I like 191. Don't like the spin rate from Gregnoll. 34.58. But these numbers are huge from Gregnoll, by the way.
Oh,
though.
yeah, massive.
But yeah, like I said, the spin rates. But on TrackMan, he said he carried at 397. So we're starting to see some really, really big numbers. Pearman at 418 or 415. Berkshire still hasn't had his fourth ball up.
Come on, Gregnoll.
We're gonna say that that's probably the farthest one. Yeah, he's hit 425. Straight downwind.
I'll be right for Gregnoll. Darn it.
So Ryan Gregnoll missing the board again. It
Dang
looks
it.
like.
He doesn't look happy, so that could have been an OB set right there.
Kyle Berkshire cruising.
He is. He's just a different.
I mean, there's no question he's the best in the world.
No, what? Have you ever heard of a guy named Bobby Bradley?
Best ping pong player the southern tip of South America.
I know.
You better believe it. I don't think the last number even matters with Kyle because he's won. So Kyle Berkshire currently in the lead, guaranteed to win at 425. Scottie Pearman 415, Hunter Noell 410, and no numbers on the board for Ryan Gregnoll. Kyle improved by a yard, 426 yards.
This would be a very interesting group right here.
Mr. Colton Casto. I just love that dude's vibe. Colton Casto is such a good kid.
Yes, he is.
He's a good dude. And he can absolutely crush a golf ball. I believe he is single, ladies.
All right, so we got Tomohiro and slot number 1, Josh Koch, Colton Casto, Ryan Reisbeck. Look at Reisbeck's number. Just because Ryan's on right now. 237 mile per hour ball speed right there for Ryan
Wow,
Reisbeck.
look at that.
And
That's
wow,
the ball speed we've ever seen.
he's a new world record holder. Reisbeck with a miss hit, 198 mile per hour. Not much movement on his ball, though. Just a pull. Just a miss hit.
I heard 4-0 something for Mr. Reisbeck, so we'll see. Another good ball for
That was a
Ryan.
good
down
ball.
the
That
right
one's a good
side.
ball from
Right there.
Reisbeck.
I don't think it's going to hold on, though. It fell off to the right there.
Spun it just a tad, 4,100.
Just a
Height
tad.
172. Just a tad. He's hitting a sand wedge right now. But Reisbeck, 407. A miss hit at 407.
Colton just put that
His
ball
ball
into the-
speed, there you go. Colton Casto, longest ball of the day, 435 yards. It's straight downwind. So, yeah, like that, it's just telling you, Ryan hit a ball that was 198 miles per hour, 407 yards. A miss hit. Colton, this is straight downwind. We're going to see a 460-yard ball if someone center punches this one. It's picked up. It's 15 miles per hour, straight downwind.
And Colton definitely with that ball flight and horsepower to do just that.
Yeah, he's hit it out the grid several times when he was out here the first day
There we
hitting locals just to mess around. Big numbers now. Colton Casto, 435. Josh Koch, 423. Tomohiro at 415. And Ryan Reisbeck at 407. We are straight downwind. Potentially going to see the longest balls of the day right now. Hopefully it stays like this. People that are tuning in, they want to see
If Colton puts
450
that
yard
ball
drives.
in play, that had to be somewhere around the 220-foot mark. If he puts that ball in play with that boomerang draw he has.
Looking at Reisbeck's numbers, don't think he center punched any of those, but his club speed's still there. 144, 145. Just didn't center punch one.
I'll be right for
I
Colton.
think he's got one more left in the tank there.
And he's definitely got 425 in the tank, I think. Straight downwind.
Good ball, right side. If it hangs on, yeah, that is, I think that's going to hang on.
Koch yells at his last ball. Ryan says he hit the grid worker.
He did, I think.
If it does hit the grid worker in play, it stays in. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It counts. Yeah, Yeah, I'm curious to see what ball number 6 was there for Mr. Ryan.
Well, Koch yelled at his, and if he hits his little high floater, his natural ball
That could
flight.
be very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is it, a little cut he likes to play usually,
Just
right?
a high little, just floaty.
Yeah, it's just a high floaty ball.
It's 422. So Koch does not improve on his 423 ball. Ends up last ball that he yelled at 422. Colton Casto 435, and still waiting on Reisbeck's last ball. He jokingly said he hit the grid worker, 386 yards. So it bounced off the grid worker and went backwards.
55 yards.
120 yards.
Yep, and it said 407. Ryan comes in fourth. And people ask, like, you know, the grid conditions change, especially with the wind here in Mesquite.
Set to set.
Yeah.
Hit swing to swing. Are you kidding me? The way it's been today, it's been a
There is a
whole lot of everything.
There's a premium hitting balls in play. You could have a 5-10 mile per hour wind difference in 2 minutes here. And the ball speed numbers have improved on the average in slot number 4. Went from 204 to 206. But seeing Sean Johnson, Ryan Gregnoll, I mean, those were guys were sitting right around, 217, 218, 219. We hadn't seen any 220 balls as of yet. And Brant DeBoer, he's hit the ball great today. I feel like he'll be in and around 208 to 211, 212 if he center punches him. Still hobbling a little bit, that left leg and right leg.
Let's see. Hope he pulls it together.
Colton 435. So the guys that you'll see in the finals are the guys that pretty much we predicted the top 3 right now. Colton Casto, Kyle Berkshire, Reid Russell. They're the fastest guys on the planet. They hit the ball really high. And, Reid and Colton are hitting them in play.
I mean, that's all they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys have enough speed to do whatever they need to do.
So Brant DeBoer did not hit this one well, but right at 143 mile per hour. So 1.5, he could potentially get to 214, 214 and a half if he center punches one. We haven't really seen any balls at a 150 smash. The best ball we've seen so far, I believe, is right around a 147.
Yeah.
So those that were chiming in, if you swing 100 miles per hour and you have a 147 smash, your ball speed is 147 miles per hour. You're welcome. What is that? Even a 5th grader?
Good ball by Mr. Gregnoll right there down that right side, right center ball right
Pretty
there.
good math for you, Bobby.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Mr. Golliday with the ball down that left side. Hopefully this one stays on as well.
So Jacob Gallaudet is the only guy on the board as of right now. Koch going back-to-back in slot number 1. Wind has changed. Wind is left to right as of right now. Advantage slot 1, slot 2. And it's dead left to right.
That makes that 396 number for Gregnoll pretty big with the wind being
That's a
across
bomb.
like that.
And Gregnoll has to win here. Gregnoll is at 150 points. He can go second and a first. Be right at 450.
Good ball by Mr. Brant DeBoer there. That's a high ball.
And there's going to be some horsepower that Gregnoll is going to be going up against in round 5. He's going to be going up against Kyle, Colton, and probably Reid.
Yeah, that's
So Gregnoll has his hands full for sure. He has to win this set. 404. Wind has died slightly. Brian Gregnoll at 404. Gallaudet at 79. Brant
Mr. Brant
DeBoer.
DeBoer crushed that ball left center, so we'll see what this
198 ball speed.
Oh, my.
2,800 spin. Like the height.
huh?
Bottom
He's hit
grooving.
a ton of curve. He's a 40, almost 40 yards of curve, more than that. Koch at 345. That was the fastest ball speed for Brant in that slot.
At 205.
Yeah.
Man, back to Hunter. That kid's been hitting the ball well.
He has. He's hit a lot
Yeah,
of balls,
Hunter's hit it
too.
very well today.
All right. Gregnoll looks like he's going to take the set at 404. Brant DeBoer is on the board. Gallaudet takes second. Josh Koch takes third at 387. Brant DeBoer 366 currently. Don't know if his last ball was in play, but I mean, he hit it 217 feet in the air. The spin was 2,700, 205, but there was 93 yards of left to right.
It's a lot. It's a lot of left.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of left to right.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Mr. Russell,
Interesting
lane
what kind
4.
of numbers Reid's putting up here.
No, he just stays in a rhythm. I mean, he's going to probably be 215, 216, 217.
I
If
would
he
think
wants to
so.
get after it, then, you'll see 220. You might see 220 for the first time today in this slot with the TrackMan 4. We will do a recap as of right now. Colton Casto, Kyle Berkshire, Reid Russell have not been beaten. They are in the lead. They are going to be in the final 8. They have 600 points. Tomohiro is in 4th at 350. Josh Koch is at 350. But Josh Koch has hit four times now. And so is Ryan Gregnoll. So Gregnoll had to win. He won. And then 450 might get in.
Yeah, 450 should at least. He's in the conversation at 450.
Let's go back to 2019. I remember you got in at 375 in Rochester. I remember that because I was in that group. Greatest ball I've ever hit. That was the only time I ever beat you. You and Eddie. Never let it down. You beat me 19 out of 20 times, but by golly.
Yeah.
I got you. On that
That
day.
one.
We talk about Rochester. You had to carry it like 340.
I know.
And if you hit it
You
340,
said
it'd go
earlier
like
that you
370.
were carrying at 335. What the hell's going on here?
This is a different grid.
I tell you.
All right, so Reid Russell, 221 miles per hour.
The average is going up.
I mean, look at those numbers. Those are money. Granted, too much left to right, but 1,700 spin, 180.
Let's go see if I can see one of these balls here.
So,
Another
Taiga.
220 number out of. Wow, look at that club speed. 154 miles an hour. Reid
He's
Russell.
fast. 221. So Reid Russell, he's going to be in the finals.
A little bit of a
High and
climb
right.
from him. Look at that. 155.7.
These guys are
improving
sick.
it today.
He hit it 237 feet in the air.
Bit of a miss hit there. 155.7.
Straight downwind now. I mean, we can see another big number. It has shifted. Taiga is currently in the lead at 398 yards. The wind has shifted. 430 is possible right now.
What we left? Mr. Reid right there.
I think
One.
as far as club speed goes, this is the fastest set that I think I've ever seen.
He's moving it.
Good ball by Mr.
155,
Reisbeck as
219.
well.
Not as
Reisbeck
much.
put one down the left side right there. That was pretty nice.
Hunter Noell with a great set. He's got first 4 balls in play. 396, 396. Now he went 406. He's 5 for 5. $223 miles per hour. Reid's moving it. 160 feet in the air. Those numbers are by far the best. Unfortunately, it is 246 feet left of center. So I'm going to say he went OB. But he did
Most
carry it
likely, but
395 yards. Wow. 155.6, 223.2, 1,976 spin.
He had at least 4 swings there that were 155 plus.
If he centers that up, you're going to see 430, 440, no doubt. Hunter Noell, great set. Currently in the lead at 406. Ryan Reisbeck still needs 3 more numbers to pop up on the board. Taiga currently is in second at 398.
Mr. Colton Casto, lane 4. Here comes another.
That's a huge win for Hunter because he was at 150 points, kind of out of it there, and then he had, like I said, like Maurice, he had to go win-win. Gives himself a chance now. He's going to be tied with Gregnoll at 350 points.
So he's
After-
not out of the conversation.
He's in it.
He's right there in the
He's
hunt.
in it. In poker terms, he's got a chip and a chair.
Yeah, you got a chance.
Yep. Ooh, Ryan Reisbeck takes the lead at 407 yards. So the last three numbers have popped up. Ryan Reisbeck. Danny LaRusso is in a fight. Ryan Reisbeck, one of the owners of the PLDA. He must have paid. Is that his wife in slot number 3? I'm just kidding. Who's he paying? She's in slot number 4. Reisbeck ends up taking the lead there. So whatever I said, I was wrong. Ryan Reisbeck ends up winning that set.
That ball down that left side, dude.
Ball 4. And Ryan is just talking trash. That's hilarious. So Hunter Noell is now at 250 points. It's at a 350.
Still in the hunt, though, if he wins his last set.
Yep. Colton Casto, slot number 4. 213 mile per hour ball speed. Doesn't get his swing speed, so it looks like he might be off the track, man. He might be purposely doing it. Yeah. Yeah. So Colton is not directly behind the track man as of right now.
Didn't like that one.
215.7. Reid
Joey
Russell,
Belden
extremely impressive with just, like you said, that was a super fast round.
Yeah, that's the fastest I've seen a club move for that many consecutive swings.
Mhm.
I think the only other person I've seen do something like that is Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle is going to be hitting in slot number 4 here sooner than later. 222, Colton Casto, stud.
He wasn't happy with it, though,
222.5, 135.
because he hit it way left.
Yes, he did. 70 yards offline. 71 to be exact. A little bit of a miss hit. Didn't get the spin
Belden
rate.
with the lead right now, 381. Benjamin Knudsen, 370. I don't think they'll last with Scottie and Kyle's or Colton's gas pedal, but we'll see here.
Colton, 220. Good spin rates, just hit it low.
Scottie, 390 ball,
Colton keeps looking back at the head.
398.
Yes, Scottie's sitting at 398. That's a good ball right now. Definitely not one you're going to sit on, but it's a good number.
Country Club Adjacent is in the chat. Where's long ball Bobby Ray? He is taking care of cats as of right now. He adopted about 14 cats, and he breeds them. He bathes them. He clips them.
Well, all right.
What is it? Dumb and Dumber? He bathes them. He clips them. He breeds them. But yeah, he got a bunch of cats and took care of them. Cute cats too. But Colton, big ball speed numbers, but didn't hit one in play. Doesn't look like.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Keeps looking back at the face. Maybe he's looking to see where he hit it on the face, per
I
se.
can't tell what he's doing with that.
So currently, right now, Scottie Pearman is in the lead at 398 yards, which is a big win. Would be a big win for him. That would put him at 350, tied with Gregnoll. So
There we go. Lane 4. The 2-time.
world champion, 2-time world champion, national champion 2020. Baddest dude on the planet, the fastest guy on the planet. Someone asked like a couple tournaments ago, I was like, who's the best ball striker of all time? I'm like, well, Kyle went 228 average for 118 balls. That's any good.
If that's any good.
That's good at all.
Yeah, like I said, you
Doesn't
only
matter
had,
if that counts for anything.
is that I don't know if that's
Is
good
that
or
it?
not, but yeah.
Is that any more?
And we'll go back to saying it.
And is that all
He
he's
hit
got, though?
He had 118 balls. 41 of them were over 230 miles per hour.
Is that all?
That's it.
That's
it.
I mean, I expect better from him.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's ridiculous.
that's sick. But he has been in complete control this entire tournament, and it's been like the first ball puts out a great number, and just like I said, he looks.
let's see if Sean can jump on him though.
Yeah.
And Sean's got a gas pedal too. Maurice has hit a higher ball today.
All right, so we have 2 world champions on the tee box currently. You got Maurice Allen in slot number 1, Kyle Berkshire at slot number 4. Tomohiro in slot 2, and Sean Johnson, who's made 2 Final 8s, the first 2 events, in slot number 3. Kyle Berkshire, ball number 1. 220.1.
Yeah, nice 221 mile an hour ball there.
Yeah. 194 feet in the air, 1759. Not too much movement. That ball would be in play currently. So that ball would be in play down the left side if the TrackMan is correct.
He didn't look very happy with that.
OB
one.
left. OB left.
22 ball speed, 121 feet in the air, OB left. Kyle
Sounds OB
Berkshire,
right.
429 yards on the first ball. Like I said,
Wow.
there was 15-yard draw. That was 221 mile per hour. Just perfect. Said he is on absolute cruise control right now.
He looked like he tried to gas up on that one.
Yeah, that ball's about 3 roads deep in the neighborhood right there.
Kyle
Hopefully
just
they-
looks in control. He's not. I don't think he's going after it as of right now. Just
Sean sitting at 406.
Sean needs to get the ball just a little bit higher. He gets that ball a little bit higher, he's gonna get a little bit better number. Just like you said earlier, just the launch is just a little low.
That
Yeah,
ball
great con-
sounded good.
great.
Power.
Yeah, Kyle. This one's 223. 146 feet in the air. By my math, that's in play. 73 feet left, and he's down the far right side of the grid. So that one would be
Should be
probably
good.
in down the left
408
side.
Ball. There's 408, 406, 429 right now. I don't think Maurice has one on in play.
Maurice was shaking that left hand last set too. Ball number 4, ball number
Yeah.
5.
Really good from Kyle, too.
Kyle 223 again. Like these numbers
That
a
was
lot.
definitely
I like these numbers a lot.
Yeah.
177 feet in the air. 12-yard draw.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So Berkshire with a 29, a 27. All right, so Maurice did get a number on the board, which is huge right now because he's at 325. He wins this set, he'll be at 525. They're getting updated right now, so we'll give you an update after 4 sets. You will 100% see Colton Casto, Reid Russell, and Kyle Berkshire in the finals.
Lots.
And Tomohiro as well. Tomohiro just needs to hit a ball and play.
Lots.
So you'll see Tomohiro, Reid Russell, Colton Casto, and Kyle Berkshire. You got Josh Koch, Scottie Pearman, Ryan Gregnoll at 350 points. Ryan Reisbeck is at 325. Maurice Allen and Joey Belden is at 325. Okay, there's 2 Maurice Allens. That's why I'm getting confused. Look at, I'm like, where did Brant DeBoer go? So there's 2 Maurices. So I'm guessing Brant DeBoer is still at 325, so it doesn't matter. I think Brant's at 325 as well. Just trying to figure out, I'm like, what's going on
Say
here?
put Maurice in there twice.
Yeah. I believe that Maurice and Brant DeBoer are both at 325 points. So this is a big set. If Maurice wins, he's in.
What's Hunter Noell's? How's he doing?
Hunter Noell has to win to give himself a chance. It would put him at 450 points. Josh Koch, second place, will put him in 450. He wins, he's at 550.
So win and Josh is in.
Yeah. Maurice wins, he's in. Josh Koch wins, he's in.
What's Mr. Benjamin Knudsen sitting at? Is he sitting outside?
225. He's got a chance, right?
Maurice tattooed
Maurice.
that one.
Second ball he's yelled at
Maurice, 209. Let's look at the height. Perfect height right now, 150, 159. Not much movement. It's a 20-yard cut.
That might
So-
work in this wind, though.
It might work, but did he run out of grid work? Room
That
on
is
the
true.
grid?
He is on the right
If he's
side.
in slot number 1, that's a bomb. It's a bomb regardless, but slot number 1 might be in play. And he yelled at it, and as of right now, there's not a number on the board for Maurice.
Got to get past 404, which is where Koch is sitting in.
No numbers currently right now for Benjamin Knudsen and Hunter Noell. Hunter Noell ended up. Oh, Maurice Allen, 418.
I don't know.
See,
404.
Hunter Noell's at 404 also. So Hunter's got to find 14 yards to stand a chance.
I said Maurice ended up going 418. Those numbers were great. His ball did stay in play. And all right, they changed the numbers because, like I said, the second ball, the second ball he yelled at. Those were his best numbers too. But he just went 212 on his last ball. And if Koch centers one, I mean, this win sets perfect for Josh Koch. Hit a big high floater, not liking it. All right, so everybody in this set so far has gone 400 yards. Benjamin Knudsen's at 400, Hunter Noell's at 404, Koch is at 409, and Maurice is at 418. You're going to be on the bubble. Maurice Allen looks like he's going to take this set. Work.
So yeah, it looks like Maurice is going to bring this one down, so that should put him through.
All right, so Maurice Allen's going to be in. He's going to have 525 points. You'll see him in the final 8. Guy just knows how to win, man. He really does.
He's a great competitor.
Yep, he's tough. He's tough.
How's Jacob looking? Where's Jacob at?
Gallaudet. Mathematically, Taiga's out. Jacob's out. Benjamin is out. Hunter Noell is out. Josh Koch will be on at 450, but I feel like there's such a logjam that I think 450 is actually going to be good.
I think 450 will probably get
I
through.
think 450 is going to be able to get in.
Worst case, it'll be a playoff, probably.
Yeah, because Maurice is going to be at 525. He's 100% in.
Yeah, Maurice made it.
Kyle Berkshire, Colton Casto, Reid Russell. I think Tomohiro just needs to hit a ball and play, and Maurice Allen is in. Josh Koch is at 450. He's done though, so he can't get any more points. Wind has shifted a little bit more. We're more downwind.
Where's Scottie sitting?
Scottie Pearman is at 350. He wins, he's in. If he comes in second, he's tied with Josh Koch at 450.
Well, he's got
Gregnoll-
a chance. Wind's pumping now. He hits that high ball, man.
Yeah, Scottie's got a great flight, so.
I like Taiga getting after it. Gallaudet 201. Too much movement. This is straight downwind right now. This definitely benefits Scottie Pearman. Scottie Pearman wins, he's in. Tomohiro needs to put a ball in play. Tomohiro takes second place. I feel like if Tomohiro hits a ball in play, he's in. He'll have 475 points at the absolute worst.
It's a good showing. Good showing.
Yeah, he ends up winning the regional yesterday, so he'll be at the World
Brought
Championships.
some mojo into today and kept it rolling.
Yep. Jacob Gallaudet still working on a number here. He's at 202. Taiga yelled at that first ball, 412. You're going to see some. I think everybody was going to hit it 400 yards in this set.
I would think so.
This is straight downwind. This is the biggest.
Taiga is pumped right now.
This is the biggest gust of wind we've had downwind all day. Normally, if we had that gust of wind, it's kind of coming left to right.
Flag's more down quarter than it's ever been.
Yeah. Gallaudet 204. Ball speed. Like the height. Not much movement on his ball.
204.
204.
Taiga has improved from 412 to 414. Gallaudet at 408. Scottie Pearman working on a number here.
All right, well, Scottie hit a good one right there.
It's the first time in a while we've seen some emotion out of Scottie Pearman. But he even said on the range that he hasn't really center punched one as of yet.
That one looked good, though.
And straight downwind, you can't ask for another guy. That, I mean, he hits it 200 feet in the air. Jacob Gallaudet, 426 yards.
That's a big ball.
That's massive.
And you talk about ball flight. Jacob hasn't hit a ball as of over 204, and he's at 426. So
That's a big ball.
He's getting a lot out of that golf ball.
How'd that?
Yeah. Said Jacob talking about he's just launching it higher, and you know, people that are watching right now, you don't have to be the fastest guy on the planet to win sets. Like Jacob's fastest ball in that set was 204, and he's got the longest ball of the set right now, 426 yards.
It is not a speed contest.
Yeah.
It is a ball flight contest.
Yeah. So curious to see if Scottie Pearman's fifth ball stayed in play. We might see a 430 pop up. Scottie Pearman went OB.
Really?
Oh, wow. It didn't stay in.
So
that'll
with
be
that
nice.
OB set, that's got to give 450 in. Tomohiro's in. Koch is probably more than likely in. That frees up Gregnoll, too, a little bit. So you got Brant DeBoer at 325 points. Joey Belden at 325 points. Ryan Reisbeck at 325. Gregnoll at 350. Pearman just went OB.
That should derail Scotty.
I mean,
think.
technically, that's the bubble as of right now. I mean, anything can happen. But I've never seen 350 advance. I've seen 375 advance before.
I don't think 350 is going to mathematically. I don't see that doing it.
No. Galladay's at 350. Pearman's at 350. They're in 7th and 8th place. So right now, if Joey Belden or Brant DeBoer come in second, they'll be at 425, which means they'll be in.
Wow.
Well, no, you got Sean Johnson at 250. So Sean Johnson's got a chance to win here.
He has to win this set, though.
Greg,
huh?
Gregnoll could potentially take a second.
Oh, we left for Gregnoll.
So for those that are tuning in, Kyle Berkshire, Colton Casto, Reid Russell, Tomohiro Toyonago, and Maurice Allen are 100% going to be in the final 8. I believe Josh Koch at 450 safe, and we have a bunch of guys log jammed at 350.
Where's Reisbeck sitting right now?
Reisbeck's at 325. Gregnoll needs to take second place. I mean, technically, I guess Gregnoll and Reisbeck could get 375 and get in. They really can. Joey Belden's at 417. First number on the board. Big number from Joey Belden. It's at 325 points. He wins. He's in.
Joey's swinging good right now. That is crushed. Right down the right center right there. He's I think he's working with a little bit of house money right now. Got the confidence flowing, just really swinging good.
Yeah. Say 417 is a good number as of right now, but we're straight downwind. The guys, Reisbeck, Sean Johnson, and Gregnoll have plenty
Sean
of gas
just
to
put
take.
one right down the pipe too, right down Main Street.
Did he hit it high?
It just a little bit higher than what Joey's been hitting his ball.
Okay.
We'll see. I just can't see Gregnoll's ball.
Gregnoll, that was his best numbers in this set at 217 miles per hour, but 64 feet in the air. Ryan Reisbeck has now taken the lead at 418 yards.
Sean Johnson, extremely high, right
Oh,
center.
this is straight downwind.
Right center, cutting. I'm pretty sure that stayed in. That was a big ball as well. There we go. Got a little action out of Joey.
All right, Gregnoll just hit a pull, but it was a 142 smash. So the numbers look good. There wasn't much movement on his ball, so that one's going to be in play. Just curious to see.
Enough though. At 1755, that might not be enough spin for this wind.
But you look at Golliday, he just went 204. It had kind of the same numbers and went 426. And they said Gregnoll's ball was OB.
I'll be right for Mr. Gregnoll. Let's see here.
That fifth ball went OB. Interesting. Yeah, those last couple balls from Gregnoll wasn't really that too much movement. I mean, at all. He hit them pretty darn straight. Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Sean Johnson's fourth and fifth balls were.
389.
Really?
Too low.
Wow.
Too low. Got to get that ball in the air. Reisbeck's going to win the set. It's 418 yards. Joey Belden.
Did he get in?
So
No.
We'll see. We'll see Reisbeck. That should get him through.
How crazy is this? Brant DeBoer just has to come. Well, he comes in third. He's in. There could potentially be a massive logjam at 350 points. You got Jacob Gallaudet,
A lot of speed on this box right now.
Scottie Pearman, and Ryan Gregnoll at 350 points.
All 4 of these dudes have been hitting the ball.
Hold on, Joey
extremely well.
Belden. Joey Belden ended up coming in
Second there.
There we go. Okay. It just got updated.
There we go.
So, Brant DeBoer needs to take second place to tie Joey Belden in 8th place. So, the guys that are currently in are Kyle Berkshire, Reid Russell, Colton Casto, Tomohiro, Maurice Allen, Ryan Reisbeck, Josh Koch is in at 450, and Joey Belden is on the bubble at 425. If Brant DeBoer wins the set, he's in. If he comes in second, he will have a playoff against Joey Belden, but he's going up against Colton Casto, Reid Russell, and Kyle
So
Berkshire.
425 is going to be your bubble number.
425 is the
Colton
bubble.
just put one down right down Main Street, too, at that high-low draw.
Who did?
Colton. I believe Colton did.
Kyle Berkshire, 222 mile per hour. Club path, just a degree left. I mean, he's locked in. Height, little high, but 207.
That's not necessarily bad right now.
Yeah. No spin rate on that one. Casto's at 417.
Obi right on his second ball. Kyle goes Obi left right there.
So no numbers on the board right now for Reid Russell or Kyle Berkshire.
It's another ball Obi for Mr. Reid Russell there, too.
So Brant DeBoer does have to take second place in order to get in. He wins or takes second, he will be in a playoff. He takes second, he'll be in a playoff against
Casto just hit a monster down that right side.
Joey Belden, 425. I mean, the numbers from Kyle
look
look.
with the number right now.
Yeah, Kyle's. I said just chilling, autopilot.
That ball was hit hard.
Obi right. That's 3 roads deep.
It looked like it was, but it's not like it was. But 214, it's not his number.
Yeah, so Kyle at 411 right now. Like I said, he's on autopilot. He's just relaxing. He's not
Probably saving
those.
a little energy for the finals.
Yeah, those are. I mean, he's not going after it at all.
No.
No. It doesn't even look like he's hitting very many balls. He might not even hit all of them. Or he might put on a statement. He's like, maybe he wants to go for 430 right here. You know, because Colton's at
You never know with
421.
Kyle. It just depends what kind of mood he's in.
He swung hard, left side. A little low, but, I mean, he does have horsepower.
Reid Russell, no numbers on the board, Brant DeBoer. So it looks like, as of right now, Brant DeBoer on his last ball is going to have to go at least 412 yards in order to get in a playoff
Russell just put one in play right there down
against
that
Joey
left side.
Belden. All right, so Brant DeBoer's last ball, they like shaking his head. He's limping right now. I'm not sure what number he put up yet. We're still waiting on that last
Reid
ball.
hit a smash ball in that last one too. So
Yeah, that was down that left side.
with Brant's hamstring being like it is and everything else, that's gonna be a pretty tall order. 418 though, there it is.
That's
Good ball,
huge for him because now that puts him in a playoff unless Reid Russell ends up
So we
hitting his
gotta
last
see
ball in
what
play.
Reid's
Good ball,
was.
Brant. Good job, dude.
427.
427.
Yeah,
I
Reid
mean, he
hit
just
a smash ball that last one there.
right down that left side too. It started just OB and it just started floating right down there.
So
So those were pretty much the longest balls of the day as far as like set goes. You know, Reid Russell 427, Colton Casto 421, Brant DeBoer did get his last ball in at 418, and we still don't have a number on Kyle's last ball, but he was at 411. But Kyle was just he was, like I said, on autopilot. Him hitting at 215 is like, you know, just
Yeah.
80%. End up going 400. Yeah. Final 8 has been set. Reid Russell, Kyle Berkshire, Colton Casto, Tomohiro Toyonaga, Maurice Allen, Ryan Reisbeck, Josh Koch, and Joey Belden.
That's what we noticed too. Definitely a higher ball.
They're going to take a 10-minute break, so we'll take a 10-minute break as well. We'll come right back. But Kyle Berkshire looking phenomenal. He tied Reid Russell in that set with 825 points. Colton Casto, 750. And Maurice Allen, coming back after taking 3 years off, is in the finals as well. So it'll be a good final, and we've said it a bunch. You get to the final 8, anything's possible. Any of these guys can win it. We'll have 2 quarterfinal matches where they'll take 2 in each quarterfinal, and then 4 guys will hit on the tee box in the semis, and then 2 guys will hit in the finals with 1 man standing as the Diamond in the Desert champion. Who you got?
How about Joey Belden?
Yeah.
Pro debut, top
Yeah.
8.
Well, he's rocking the Jays.
He's rocking some Masters Jays.
Let's see. I picked the winner last night, and I'm telling my money tonight is on Reid Russell.
Reid Russell. Okay,
I like Reid Russell.
I don't know how I can't.
Go ahead, pick him.
Okay, I'm going to pick Kyle Berkshire. Wow.
All right, who you got? You got Colton Casto? Is my guy Sean Johnson in there?
Sean didn't make it.
Really?
You know what's funny is that
Well, I gotta pick somebody. Gosh darn it.
Maurice Allen hits the ball so high with no spin. And I just, like, you know, you go back to 2018 and you talk about you don't have to be the fastest guy here. You look at someone like Jacob Gallaudet that went 204 that hit at 426. Don't be surprised if Maurice Allen wins this.
You know
I
what?
can see it.
I'm going Reisbeck.
It's crazy.
I like Reisbeck. He took second last time.
Yep.
He took second last time.
Yep.
I like the way Reid's moving it right now. I think Reid is going to be hard to beat today.
He's hitting it down the left side and high.
Super fast, super high ball flight.
The only thing that always concerns me, like you said, him and Colton are just OB sets. You know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
And that can happen, but I'm saying it doesn't. I think Reid picks up his first win here today.
Yep. And I mean, it's straight
does.
downwind too, so it'll tighten up
does.
the dispersion a little bit as well. So, but we got a couple-minute break. I mean, we can just let it run. Just ask some questions here on YouTube if you guys are in. We got 43,412 billion on hand right now, in the stands. Paid $1,000 a ticket.
Honestly, they even
it?
made us pay.
I want to say this is the first tournament Berkshire is not the number 1 seed.
Well, Berkshire ended up taking 4th in that last set. He ran the board and won. So the way they do the seeding is if they have tied points, whoever matched up against each other and won is the higher seed. So Reid Russell went up against Kyle and ended up beating him. So Reid Russell will be the number 1 seed. So Reid Russell will go up against Tomohiro, Maurice, and Joey Belden. Kyle Berkshire, Colton Casto, Ryan Reisbeck, and Josh Koch will be on the bottom half of the quarterfinal. So, 3 of the 4 guys that I felt would be in the final 4 are still there. Reid, Kyle, Colton, and guess what? They're 1, 2, 3. And Gregnoll had a shot, just ended up going OB in that last set, where he could have taken his second place, and he would have got in. He would have got in the second place.
Well, the OB sets just absolutely they just kill you out
Yep.
here.
Oh man.
And Gregnoll had 2 OB sets. And looking at his statistics, it might have been foot alignment. It might have been, swing direction, because he had the tightest dispersion on all the guys. Like, as far as like movement of golf ball left to right or right to left, he was really, really tight. Martin Porkmeyer,
Germinator.
hello.
The Germinator
Germinator
2000.
I'm asking myself right now, how did Jacob Golliday? Oh, he's right there. Did he just? Because on the internet, he hasn't been on there.
Yeah,
He hasn't been on.
Golliday-
on slide 2.
yeah. Gallaudet ended up having the first 3 sets that were slightly rough. He had 50 points after the first 2 sets or 3 sets, and
Two OB
then
sets.
yeah. Well, he goes
Or no,
OB
he had the fourth.
OB fourth,
Yeah.
and
Switched to the second one and then it updated. So that's why he didn't show.
but yeah,
I didn't see that coming from Jacob. Honestly, he's been striking the ball so well
yeah.
from the last tournament. He's just been flow.
Yeah.
He's got a good flow.
So they said they were going to take a 10-minute break. A couple of guys were going to warm up back on the range, hit a couple more balls. The wind is more downwind right now.
It's going to be exciting. Top 8.
Yeah, I mean,
They
the guys that
deserved
you
it.
kind of
They-
expect to be there are there. I mean,
hit
Tomohiro
well.
is a nice surprise. I mean, but he hit the longest ball of the day yesterday. So, I mean, necessarily it's not really a surprise because the guys were hitting the regionals and even in the Masters division, you got Eddie and Gavin just hitting bombs.
I mean,
And-
sometimes it does a lot for you. I can tell you that my relationship is honestly my relationship to last year. I was at the very first tournament of the year. I took second coming out of the losers bracket. I lost the first set, almost called the bartender and said, "Hey, Jameson ginger ale, I'll be there in 15 minutes," and then won 11 sets in a row, and it carried straight over to the next day. And it just builds a little bit of a mojo where you could kind of just have a little bit of edge to you when you come up against guys like this guy right here. You know,
Well, there's something to be said for being able to settle in. Once you get settled in, it gets very hard to beat somebody who's kind of on it at that moment. I mean,
Right.
especially you get a good ball flight going, you get your swing synced up right. And like we said, it's not a speed contest. So you get into the flow where you're hitting that perfect shot that you're trying to hit, and it makes you very dangerous because you have that confidence going
Right,
into it that you
right.
can hit that shot. So you hit your first 3 and they're not what you want. But instead of having to press, you know it's going to be there. So you can just step back in being comfortable and keep doing what you're doing.
Would you rather, since you are a veteran in the sport, rather have double elimination format or 5 sets?
I am a double elimination fan. Always been a double elimination fan. At the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter. You got
Pressure bust
no matter
pipes.
what,
Hey,
but
that's what I
pressure
say. You
absolutely
can't
bust
stand the
pipes.
heat. Get out the kitchen.
You can't have a bad set in double elimination where you go right behind the 8 ball from the start. It really benefits winning more, in my opinion. If you finish in the top 2. And with the point system, you can technically finish because this happened to me in one of the tournaments. I finished second in every single round, and I didn't make it through. You had to have 550 points, but I got 100 points in every set. So I never finished worse than second, but I got eliminated.
Yeah. And you can technically go 3 OBs and go win-win and still get in at 400 points because we said it earlier, 375 points has
We had
has
350,
advanced.
right? 350
Well,
in that
so
one,
that's
right?
425.
That's my
was
thing.
it?
Oh,
I
okay.
lost all 5 sets by a total of like 9 yards.
Yep.
And I got knocked out to someone who had 2 OB sets, but then won 3 times. And so I got knocked out, even though in double elimination they're out.
Yep.
So I prefer double elimination myself. But
Or negative 200 points if you go OB. Or negative 100 points. That would change
that would
change
change
the
a lot.
dynamics a little bit.
I would have been negative 50 points today, I think.
but I mean, every tournament is unique, and this is the way the format's set up. You know it coming into it, so you got to be ready for it. You know there's a premium on winning, so you got to come out here and try to win some sets. I mean,
What are we doing
It
here? We
is
got
what it
4
is.
for 2, or we got
4 for 2.
4 for 2?
And it was a little different structure last time because they had 50 plus players, so they did a double elimination format to 16 last tournament in Hope Sound, which was kind of nice. And Kyle even said like he didn't sleep the night before because he was like, I had to be so laser focused, in the double elimination format, and then it was easier in the round of 16 for him, because you go
brings
OB
a different vibe, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the double elimination. I think it makes everybody be on their game, and that one round you're not, you go down into the losers bracket, and now there's
Good
some
luck
pressure.
coming out of there.
And it benefits guys who are on their game and hitting good balls every round. Because, okay, let's say somebody like Kyle goes out of bounds in a round or has a bad round and gets beat. Well, you don't have to hit him against him again as long as you stay in the winner's bracket.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's easier in the winner's bracket too. You don't have to hit that many balls. Like it's like round 1, round 2,
Like I said,
round
it
5,
benefits-
round 8.
The fatigue isn't there, right?
Yep.
There's more actual benefit to winning or to finishing well.
Jesse Patterson chimed in negative points for OB. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
I wouldn't
mean,
mind
even
seeing that.
negative 50, negative 100 points.
I like the negative 100. I think
Yeah.
you take it from him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
punish him.
Yeah.
4 for 2. Man, this is going to be exciting. I like it.
So we're ready. We got Reid Russell in slot number 1. Maurice Allen is in 3. You got Tomohiro in 2. And Joey Belden slot number 4.
Good job, Joey. Well done today. Playing with house money. Like I said
And
before.
just knowing, Reid Russell, he's going to hit it high. And, Maurice can hit it 190, 195 feet if he needs to. I know he hasn't competed in 3 years, but it's like riding a bike for him.
Oh.
He's here in the final 8. He said he had no expectations. He's got, 45 hitters that he's going up against, and he's in the final 8. He's won all over the world. And, he looks great. And his numbers are very similar to what they were in 2018 and 19. He's a 210 to 212 guy that flights it well, gets good spin rates, and he's just a tough competitor.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Maurice is definitely that. I mean, of all the things he is, he's a very tough competitor.
All right, so here we go. Reid Russell's going to be in slot number 1. I mean, he is by far the fastest guy on this tee box. I mean, he was at 222, 223, 155 swing speed. Miss hit right here in slot number 4 from Joey Belden, 198 mile per hour. The one thing you want to hear from Maurice is the loud woo.
Oh,
Yeah.
If
You'll
you're
know
going to like it.
when he steps on it. Same with Joey. Joey will get after it as well when he gets after it. That's not a bad ball.
Maurice-
That's a pretty
Maurice-
high ball right there down that right center line.
So this is quarterfinal number 1.
2 guys come out of this 4-man group.
So still working on some numbers here. 2 miss hits from Joey Belden.
OB left for Mr. Reid.
So we're worried about, like I said, Reid Russell, if he puts a ball on a play, he's just putting up huge numbers all day.
Yeah, Reid, he's just got to settle down, hit the grid a little bit. I think he'll be fine.
I think Maurice likes his third ball. Didn't get much out of him, but I believe his third ball's in play. He eyed that one for a little bit. But like I said, there's been absolutely no reactions from any of the hitters as of right now. Okay, Tomohiro, 407. Joey Belden, 408. And that was
staring that one down.
Reid hit that ball down the right line.
how about
Hopefully
a miss hit though? That was a miss hit. He hit it. That was 199, and he went 408. Maurice Allen, 416. Reid Russell still working on a number.
I'll be interested to see if Reid's fourth ball held on or not. It was on that right line. It's going to be pretty close.
I'm guessing Maurice yelled at the fourth ball. If that one's in play, it's going to be farther than 416.
We lost our live score over there.
Live scoring has gone out. Maurice Allen did go OB on his fourth ball.
All right, so Reid's down to his last ball. So I hope he comes through for me here.
Yeah.
We'll see. He'll come over here and see here.
Based on body language, Maurice is still in the lead. We're not getting much out of Joey Belden right now. Tomohiro doesn't look like he likes his last ball.
Joey just bumped up to 419.
Four
All right,
one
so
nine.
Reid Russell's down to his last ball.
All right, he smoked it.
Reid Russell just hit it. Might have hit his
Reid
last ball in
tanked it.
play. He gave a fist
Belden
bump.
just went 419 as well, so this is gonna be good.
So Joey
So
Belden, his
Reid's last number, we're going to see what it is, see if he makes it through. But my guess is, with his speed, that if he hit it in the grid, it's probably going to be good.
Yep. We did get a fist pump from Reid Russell. So right now, Maurice Allen is currently in second place. But just based off of the wind is straight down wind, and if Reid hit a good ball, that should be in the 430s.
I would think so.
Yeah.
At least in the 420s, you would think.
409.
409.
Wow.
Wow. Not what I was expecting.
I mean, he even gave a little bit of a fist pump. So Maurice is fired up. Yes. Maurice is fired up. It's just a big old let's go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got a fist pump from Reid
man.
Russell.
I mean, came back.
You know what?
He
Who
was
needs to
fighting
see these
against
numbers? Let's get behind the guys. It's so much more fun getting behind these guys. Sitting from here, you can't really see. Here, we got a wireless TrackMan now. Here. All right, we're gonna sit behind and watch this. So we're not gonna be able to answer any questions. We got Josh Koch here in slot number 4, Ryan Reisbeck in slot 3, Colton Casto and Kyle Berkshire. Kyle ended up winning this, and back in March. Ryan Reisbeck ended up taking second place. Colton Casto here is an absolute stud.
Wow.
Well, I guess I went 1 for 2, so I broke even this week.
Yeah. So I was just curious to see, because Reid ended up giving a fist pump on that last ball. We didn't have his numbers. We weren't able to see ball flight. But right now that it's a little bit cloudier out, you're going to be able to see that blue ball. So we'll be able to see some ball flight from Kyle Berkshire.
He's been looking good all day. Honestly, all of these guys have been looking very good all day.
All right, so here we go. It looks like Josh Koch is going to be the first to pull the trigger here. right down the right center of the grid. Berkshire, bomb right down the middle. Berkshire,
Right
big
center
ball,
for Berkshire.
slot number
Looks
1.
like Reisbeck also has a ball in play, and Mr. Josh.
Kyle, looking back at those numbers, I really like that ball flight.
Let's see if we can get a ball for here from Colton. Good high ball from Kyle down that right side, though.
Ryan Reisbeck, bullet right down the
Another good
middle.
ball.
Cut. Josh Koch, high floater, OB right. Colton Casto,
Oh,
big
wow.
ball, OB right.
Colton
Really,
Casto.
really like Colton's last ball. He hit that OB, but that is a bomb. Kyle Berkshire in the lead at 428 yards. Ryan Reisbeck on the board at 390.
Colton Casto, 423 on the first ball. It's a good ball.
Colton at 423. Reisbeck,
Let's see what Kyle's got on
413.
this ball here.
Oh, Colton Casto with an absolute rocket. Casto, big ball down the right side. His prototypical ball flight started it down the right side of the grid with a tight draw. That was a big ball.
Josh Koch goes psycho mode
Josh
down the
just
left side
murdered
as
one
well.
right down Main Street right here. That should be a pretty good number. Nice high ball flight, little baby cut. We'll see what he can chase. What numbers he can chase.
Kyle, right side. If this hangs on, I
Berkshire
don't know.
yelling.
It looks like it is going to hang on there, right center.
We got some studs swinging it. So Casto, here we go. Casto goes 421. Looking at the wind right now, he hit a draw into a little bit of a cut wind. That could potentially be the difference right now. Berkshire with just a flat.
Josh Koch
ball.
sitting at 435.
Josh Koch, 435. Psycho mode. We love it.
What animals up here? This is amazing. Good time.
And
to
here's
be
the thing
alive.
with Josh Koch. He hits a high cut, low spin.
High cut right down the middle. It was perfect.
Kyle's ball is OB right. Josh is going on a different mission right now. He is just really flowing right now. He's hitting the ball well.
The high ball. Josh Koch coming up just felt awful. Didn't know if he was even going to
Here we
compete
go.
today.
Down the last ball, it looks like. Colton Casto goes OB right. Kyle Berkshire goes OB left.
Casto's
Reisbeck
last ball is
just
OB.
did a
I
nice
think Berkshire is going to take
OB
it
left as well.
second place.
Ryan just hit a pretty good one down that right corner.
Wow. Josh just turned into an animal right there.
What a
Well,
set there.
I just love watching
great
Josh go to
set.
psycho mode. Anytime we get animation out of Josh, it's amazing. Way to go, guys. Good swinging right there, boys. Here we go. We got a Final Four set, don't we?
We do.
We got a Final Four. How you?
Well, we still don't have a number back from Reisbeck on that last ball.
Okay.
And Colton's ball 100% was
Ryan
OB
did
on that
not
last
look
one.
overly pleased
Okay.
walking off. So I don't know if
Okay.
he hit that last ball all that well. Ended up
He
going
did
out of
not.
bounds.
OB.
Okay, so let's talk about ball flight. Kyle hit a great ball, little flat, outright, not much movement. Casto hit his prototypical tight draw. That ball was smoked, by the way, but he fought the crosswind, a little left to right.
Josh hit a nice high one, maybe 170, 180 feet. Started in the left center and cut right back to the center. And so I really think that cut is going to be the ball to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that was ideal, honestly, and it looked so good. The ball flight of it, it just hung at the top.
Yep. And that's the one thing that we were worried about with Josh is, like, is he healthy? And he didn't look healthy the
No,
first
but
group.
His swing looks like it's loosened up, so hopefully
It
that
has.
shoulder's loosened up for him a little bit.
Yep.
Definitely, certainly 435 yards seems like it's loosened up a little bit.
Yeah, I tell you
Absolutely.
right now. that's
And
a
he
gas
went
pedal.
psycho mode. Look at him.
I mean, look at him.
In.
Looks like he'd rip a kid's head off right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Final Four set.
All right, so
It
Final
is.
Four,
We got a
have,
rookie.
what? Berkshire, Koch. Who were the other two? Maurice and
Maurice and Joey Belden.
Joey
Yep.
Belden.
Joey Belden, first timer coming out of the amateur division.
He
First
looks
time
good.
Pro debut.
Yeah. Looks
He's
good.
a 210, 215 guy.
I met him in Oklahoma. We had that tournament. Jay Malinicek hosted
Long
for
Drive for
Long
Heroes.
Drive for Heroes, and he hit the ball pretty well.
I like his attitude. He's got a good vibe.
Yeah.
The tee box, he could take some shots and shoot some shots. I love it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So Koch is going to go back to the
Back to
slot that he
slot
went
4.
nuts in,
Yep.
and
Kyle moves over one.
Now I think that's going to work well for Kyle.
Let's give him a little bit more, right? A little
Give
bit,
him a little bit
more
more of that
room to
middle shot.
A little more room to work. Slot one kind of suffocates him a little bit.
all right. So Maurice is walking down right now, making the semifinal. We'll have two world champions on the tee box. You got Josh Koch, who's won numerous times on the PLDA, who's a great hitter. Like I said, he struggled the last couple, months or practically the last year with injury, and he doesn't look injured right now. And he has gone, it was called psycho mode. He looks great.
I love it.
I mean, this grid sets up.
It looks good on him.
It's a high cut, I mean, and we're talking cuts. We're not talking much movement left to right. You're talking 10, 15 yards.
At 435 yards.
Yeah.
That's
Looking at the wind right now. We're downwind, little left to right.
So I'm looking at Martin and Ryan shorts next to each other, and you are right.
There we go.
Martin does have the tighter shorts.
Yeah, Martin does have the tighter shorts. I know they were. Well, I said, Jacob's got some nice trunks on.
Jacobs are just.
Where do we get that timeless polo? How do we get one of those polos? Joey Belden goes yard down that middle, right down Main Street, high ball.
Joey starts off with a great shot.
Berkshire bomb. Oh my God, that is just absolutely ripped. That was about 180, 190 feet in the air.
Decked that ball.
Maurice,
a good ball by Maurice right there.
that was a flat cut from Maurice. That was about 150 feet in the air.
He's got to get the ball higher.
If that was March, that ball's rolling an extra 20 yards.
I'm going to
gotta
want
get the
Maurice
ball
hit
higher.
a little higher.
Joey Belden, OB left. Berkshire. It's going to be outside right.
Josh Koch hit that same shot he hit in that last round right here.
Kyle,
It might be a little higher, but that ball was hammered.
415 from Kyle Berkshire.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Koch up there in the 420, 430 range.
Maurice Allen working 410. Obi left Maurice. Still working on a number from Koch.
So, yeah, Koch is going to be sitting at 421 right now.
OB
right, so-
for Mr. Joey Belden.
So currently Josh Koch is in the lead at 421. Kyle Berkshire at 415. And we'll go back to ball flight. Kyle hit a draw into a cut win. Koch hit a cut into a cut win.
There's another one right there. Although
Too
that
far right. Too far left. OB left there. Good swings, though. These guys are going for it.
Josh
Curious to see if Kyle is going to make a ball flight change. Because right now he's currently hit a little bit of a draw.
I don't know that he knows that's the problem.
No. OB left from Koch.
Joey likes it.
Yeah,
We'll
flat
see.
cut. All right, so the ideal ball that you want to hit in slot number 1, Joey Belden just hit. Curious to see what that number is. That was a high floater. Those stay in the air a really, really long
Real
time.
flat, real
and it
flat
takes
at
up
the
a
top.
lot of real estate, which means that ball's going to be in play.
OB
Curious
left
to,
for Mr. Koch.
curious to see what Belton's number is, because that was a big
just
ball.
picked up down grid.
398.
The
Spin.
wind has really just picked up down grid.
Here we go. Well, he swung hard, Mr. Joey Belden. I hope he is okay. Kyle just goes yard down
Ooh,
the side.
big ball from Kyle Berkshire down the left side of the grid.
Well, it's looking, Maurice's last ball was not going to hold the grid, so it looks like it's going to be Josh and Kyle in the finals.
Joey Belton slipped in the last one, but the ball is in play.
I mean, that was full send. I can tell you that much.
But so big ball from Kyle Berkshire. We heard a profanity, which means he probably hit it about 440 yards. Boom, 440 yards from Kyle
440
Berkshire.
from Kyle Berkshire.
Yeah. That was that ball six. Ball six to just look good.
So-
right down that left side. You always talk about it as being a hot side right
Yeah,
there.
you know when you hear the profanity out of the ball color, that must have been a big one.
Kyle carried that 418 yards, and they said Maurice and Joey ended up going 410.
Wow, here we go.
Maurice taking 3 years off looked great.
Yeah.
A T3 with 45 hitters.
Way to go, Joey, for you as well.
Yeah.
Way to go, Joey. Unbelievable. Joey. Let me hand this microphone to Joey real quick. Get you a reaction from a rookie. First time PLDA Pro Division.
We can ask him a little something.
Here we go. There you go, sir.
You have fun?
Mr. Joey Belden. Man, this is. I got you. Relax. Go ahead and sit. Man, this is crazy. This is so much fun. I can't believe I made it this far. Hell, even in the top 16.
We said it's the Jays.
I think so too. I believe that too. You look fresh, kid. And I mean, way to swing all day. Way to go, bud. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Not too bad for a guy who parks a handicap, huh? How
Yeah.
you doing?
Good seeing you.
Bud. Good swinging, dude.
And also serve and protect the greatest country on the planet, right?
100%
You know?
you did.
We're in the United
Appreciate
States.
you
We
for your
gotta say
service,
that,
sir.
right? So, all right. The table has been set. We're live
Good job, bud.
in Mesquite, Nevada. 2022 Diamond in the Desert Classic, two-time world champion Kyle Berkshire is going to be in slot number 2 going up against Josh Koch, who has won multiple PLDA events and one of the fastest dudes on the planet.
We got the long-haired freak versus psycho mode. This is going to be an amazing final here.
Last
Now,
two
we
sets.
might have to have a playoff between the other two right now before they go for third or fourth.
Let's go. They are going psycho mode. Both of them. They're screaming. They're huffing and puffing. I love it.
All right, so Koch,
Let's go.
his best ball of the tournament, 435. Berkshire hits the longest ball of the tournament, 440 on his
So
last ball.
it looks like we're going to have.
Okay, here we go. Talking about Mr. Berkshire. He was in that far left lane and didn't get the real estate that he was trying to work with that draw, right? We got Josh Koch hitting that cut. That's in the far right side. He's going to have plenty of room to work that ball left to right.
Curious, like right here, they're going to move Kyle over to far left slot number 1.
I think he's coming here just so it's in one camera.
Got it. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's
We need to slot over here.
it's a disadvantage moving farther over to a left slot.
I would agree with that.
I just So right now they're moving slots right
But
now.
if you wouldn't have kicked it over, Kyle.
So that tee box is not square.
Should I fix that?
They should fix that.
Am I?
So Kyle's tee box is
Ryan gave it the okay. Reisbeck gave it the okay, so they're letting that go.
Wow, here we go. Here we
All right,
go.
the finals are set. Kyle Berkshire, Josh Koch, Diamond in the Desert. Kyle's won 3 in a row, the World Championships in Mesquite. He won out here in the tour event, the Desert Launch, and he ended up winning out in Hope Sound.
That win is.
Everything has been resolved now. The top 2, Kyle Berkshire coming in 440 yards, longest drive of the weekend. Followed by Josh Koch, 421. Joey Belden and Maurice Allen tied, 410.
All right, we got 2 studs.
Now for the championship match.
What a gritty
What a
performance.
moment.
What a gritty performance from Josh Koch.
Honestly, I mean, the range in the shoulder looks like it's coming back. He was talking about he couldn't get his arm up above.
At this point, I'm guessing he's got enough adrenaline in there that he's probably not feeling much anything.
And he looks damn good. They've both been looking good. There's a reason why they're here.
These are the best in the business right now hitting. And it said Koch was close to 230 last year and ended up having the injury. And, he's been battling that for pretty much close to a year now. But at full health, this grid sets up perfect for him. He hits a high cut.
Here we go.
Ready. All callers, are you ready?
All right,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the championship match. 1 set.
here we go.
2.5 minutes. Kyle Berkshire, Josh Koch. Gentlemen, next finish clear. Fire away.
Here we go. Live action, boys. Yee.
Ready. All right. Synchronized driving right there. Kyle with a big ball. Mimicked very similar his 440-yard ball. Looking back at his numbers right now. Not sure if he likes that one or not. But it looks like there's a number on the board.
Great ball.
415, 420, I think would be a good start.
Let's go. You need to see Josh put that same ball about 15 yards to the right there.
Koch, high floater. This one
Floater,
is
I
going
think
to
that might go out
Right line.
Kyle Berkshire with a 418 ball. I'd like to see his ball a little higher.
I would
Kyle's.
too.
I think this second ball for Kyle might have been a little bit better.
I think that first swing was Kyle's safe swing. Just
Yeah.
Make sure he got a good number in there.
Said,
And I wouldn't be surprised to see him speed it up now.
See if Josh.
436 Kyle Berkshire.
Oh boy. All
All right,
Gotta
Josh hit
go.
that same ball. He's been hitting that nice cut. Starts on that left side and goes back to the middle. So we'll see what he can work with here.
All right, so psychologically, Koch goes 435. He sees a 436 on the board right now from
go.
Berkshire.
Well, he knows he's got another.
Full throttle.
He
Yep,
knows
it's
he's
gotta
got
get
another.
full go.
So
Leave
might as well
nothing
not
left.
hold back.
I like that ball flight, just a pull.
Put it in play. That's OB left from Kyle. Actually, it's flirting with the line there. It might stay in.
Curious to see what Koch's numbers are.
Yeah.
409.
Got some distance.
And then I reckon a 415 I heard. All right, Koch is at 415 yards right now on ball number 5.
That could be a
Ooh.
good one.
Has enough spin.
It's got to come back to the
I
right.
don't know
Yeah,
if
it
it
didn't
has
look like it was
enough spin.
spinning very much.
It started falling out of the sky. Started falling out of the sky.
Berkshire putting on a clinic right now. 418, 436, 430.
I don't see him moving back out in the grid there, so I
No.
don't think that one for Josh is going to go.
Koch down to his last ball here. 425 yards. Kyle Berkshire has one ball left, but he's going to win.
Yeah,
4 in a row.
is going to take down the win here. But why not?
Berkshire with an absolute bomb down the left side, but what a gutty performance
What a day.
from
Very
Josh
gritty from
Koch.
Josh
Honestly, a
Koch.
guy who couldn't raise his arm at the start of the day.
And
the
Kyle
finals.
streak continues, just rolling right now.
I think the long hair is an advantage at this moment now. It's getting
Well,
ridiculous.
we're sitting here with Koch. He literally just ended, and Mr. Koch is going to walk off here. But he should be very proud of his performance,
Absolutely.
taking a second place here. This kid's such a stud.
Absolutely the best in the world.
Hey, if we could get Kyle.
I mean, we can get Kyle in the Werner Soaker right now.
There you go, bud.
Well,
Let's talk about it.
how'd you feel?
Felt good. I mean, honestly, the last set of the round 16, I'm not going to lie, shook me up a little bit. So, and it was just because I hit it terrible, to be honest. But you guys saw the numbers.
Well, yeah, I mean, you were like 215, 216, but I just said he's just stepping off the gas a little
Well,
bit.
Yeah, but honestly, I was trying to work on some stuff and probably shouldn't have done it because it got me off my swing. I was experimenting with a higher attack angle because I knew the wind was going to start shifting downward. But so I wanted to prepare for that. But hitting it that bad spooked me a little bit. So I switched out everything, threw out every single head.
We're
All right.
gonna act like we've done this before.
I mean, have we done this before?
Have
I
we
don't
done this
know.
before?
I-
You
I-
gonna?
Who knows? Can we move the track man out of the way so I don't step on this damn thing?
Yeah, to continue. I mean, it's just I changed. Oh my God, I don't know how to put it with you guys.
Honestly, you looked phenomenal all the way through. You had a steady gas pedal all the way through. You didn't get out of sync. It looked like in the last set, like you said in the round of 16, you took the gas off almost a little bit, trying to change something to see maybe a different attack
So,
angle
yeah,
or something, right?
I mean, I've been studying the wind since the week out, and I knew it was going like this. And towards the finals, as we feel now, it's gonna be straight down. So I knew what I was playing earlier was a hold draw. So the wind going this way, and you draw it, it holds this line and goes straight and it stretches out good.
Right.
But that wasn't gonna work tailwind because there wouldn't be enough spin. So I was messing around with it in my last set, and probably should have done it because all it did was spook me hitting it that bad. But I threw out all the heads I had, switched every shaft, changed the lofts. I didn't care if it was going to help me. I just wanted to completely recycle from that and move on. And then, yeah, I mean, I got through the final 8. Quarterfinals was fortunate, to be honest, 'cause I didn't hit it that good. I finally hit a few good balls in the finals. But I realized with spins at 3,000 were what was winning, so I was purposely hitting it a bit thin to get the spin up at about 3,000 to have it carry. So, I mean, so the 436 was only 219 ball speed with 3,000 spin, and the 440 was 220, and it was like at 156 club speed.
And something that we saw, like Jacob Gallaudet ended up winning a set with a 204 ball that went 426 yards. So, but yeah, did you like this format better to start off the tournament where it was more of a round robin, or did you like the double elimination?
Anytime we can get guys that get to hit at least 5 times, that's going to be good for the sport. We can't have guys who come out here who may not be at quite the level we're at and hit 2 sets and be done. That's not going to give a positive experience. And at the end of the day, we're not about we have to serve the pros as best we can, but we have to serve the guys that are trying to break into the sport better. That's why we have the side pots, and that's why we need to have at least 5 sets every tournament so that people get that experience of hitting.
Hey, they're getting their money's worth.
Absolutely. It was great to see some of the new guys coming out, and can't say much right now, but the PLDA has what I think is going to be something that changed the sport. You know, I've probably told you,
Mhm.
it's going to change the sport forever, and it's going to make everybody capable of competing. The reason the sport, you know, sometimes doesn't expand is because there's no way for guys who swing under 140 to have a competitive experience in long drive.
So you're telling me there's a chance for myself?
Well, all I'll say is this: in a few weeks, we'll be working on something, and I think it's going to be great for the sport.
Well, looking forward to it. Like I said, tip of the cap to the PLDA. Ryan, Bobby, Landon, Robbie Peterson, Seamus, you guys, you know, giving us the opportunity to come out here and bang some balls and, well, whatever. I sit in the booth for 8 hours. I still have a voice.
And you do a fantastic job.
Is that a great mustache?
It is.
I've been working on it for a month and a half now. Thank you.
Well, Kyle, congratulations. Ryan.
Yeah, we want to present you with another trophy, and your winning drive right here. And I've got a lot of those.
Yeah.
I don't want to say
Yeah, so great to win another one. Keep on trucking. I think our next event's in Colorado.
Yeah, we'll be in Denver this next month, June 10th through 12th.
Yep.
Come on out. It's going to be fantastic. I always say that, but it always is. I mean, these finishes, like this one with Josh, I know, you know, Josh left, didn't want to be interviewed, and he has been battling some injuries. So for him to come out and do as well as he did, I mean, 430s in those last, you know, final 8, final 4, and just tremendous performance on his part. I mean, he messaged me this morning and was like, "Hey, I don't think I'm going to be able to go. I can't lift my hand above my shoulder." So he toughed it out and braved the storm. And I mean, you're tough to beat. I know, right? I was here 2 months ago battling out with you in the finals too.
I'll tell you, I had to hit a good ball, and I only got past you like 12 yards, so I hit a really good ball. No, Josh is a fighter. He's been around for a while, and it's great to see him, you know, coming back to where he belongs, which is the final 8. And I knew once he was in the final 8, he was going to be very difficult to beat because there's very few people in the sport that have an ability to hit that ball under ridiculous pressure, and there's even fewer people who actually improve, and he's one of them, and that's why he's so dangerous.
Yeah, he's great. Bobby, thank you. Kyle, thank you again. All of you out there in PLDA Long Drive Land, we're thankful for you. Go, you know, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on our Instagram, Facebook, if you use that, and all the other social medias. We appreciate it. We're signing off. We'll see you here in about 4 weeks in Mile High.
Sweet. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's going to get better and better from here.
Kyle Berkshire, the 2022 Diamond in the Desert champion.
That's 4 in a row wins.
As the late, great Dick Sanford always said, good night, God bless, drive home safely, fly home safely. Wherever you're doing today, have a good day. We're out.
I'll tell you what, though, that ball was the biggest ball.
Dude, I think my mic was off.